Welcome into the PHNX Sun Devil Show, brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, even leave a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. I am Anthony Tozer, joined on this Friday fun day by the dancing Shane Diefenbach.
Yeah, I am.
You're not really dancing.
I've been doing this for the last minute and a half.
He's been thirst trapping for the past minute and a half.
There you go, thirst trapping. He's always thirst trapping though.
Yeah,
true. You trying to say I'm cute?
Thirst trapping is always.
No. I say you're a thirst trapping. I didn't say you're.
Are you saying I'm not cute?
Trap. Nah, bro. I have no opinion about your cuteness.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Shawn,
I think you're hella cute, bro.
Thank you. The boys are looking extra cute today.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Joe Burrow is almost gone. He's almost
Joe Burrow is almost gone. That was the bet that just kept on giving.
So I told her that I wanted it all off, and then she was like, okay, this is how short it'll be, and it was going to be like it was going to spike essentially. So I got a cut. And I left a little bit on top.
Looking very 2000 boy band.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's the summer. I don't mind it.
Hot chain summer.
Hot chain summer.
I'm sorry.
Hot man boy summer.
I couldn't get over the fact that Josh is in the chat saying that Shawn looks sturdy. I don't necessarily
Shawn
know
is
what
getting
that
sturdy
means,
right now.
Looking real sturdy over. I love that Outcast shirt. That might be my favorite shirt that you own. That I know that you own.
You know where you can get it?
Thank you.
PacSun.
No,
really?
No. I don't shop at PacSun. I can't afford that.
Where is it?
Forever 21.
Forever 21. Yeah, that's right. I went to Forever 21 like 2 weeks ago. No, it was like 2 months ago. It was like a month ago.
I was gonna say this was a minute ago because you told me.
It was a while ago, and I saw Shawn's entire wardrobe. I saw probably like 9 shirts that Shawn has there.
That's untrue. I have like 2, maybe 3 articles of clothing from Forever 21.
Well, they're biting your style then.
They are.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. You don't own your style. Okay, people can rip from it. People can. You don't know the fact that y'all head tilted at the same time. Just bugs the shit out of me. Lots to talk about today, guys. Section 7, Arizona basketball tournament at State Farm Stadium. A lot of recruits, a lot of top-tier players.
A lot of basketball players that can't be drinking 4 peaks. I'll tell you that.
That's very true. A lot of people under the age of 21 at the tournament. But there was some interesting people there. Saw scouts from UCLA, Washington State, Stanford, New Mexico, UNLV. And then, of course, Tommy Lloyd was there, Arizona's head coach. Bobby Hurley was there, Arizona State's head coach.
Oh.
Can I just say how nice it was to see Bobby's beautiful smiling face on the intro today? It's been too long.
Yeah.
It has been. He was smiling the entire time that he was watching the game because he was there to watch Taft High School's AJ Johnson, who was just absolutely fucking filthy. He was the best player on the court out of any of the games that I saw. He's a guard. We obviously know. Actually, you know what? I take that back. He wasn't the best player on the court because Josh was right. Dame Lillard was also there. Not sure why.
He was also on the court?
He was on the court. I mean, it was all courts, so technically it was on the court. I was on the court. I was, the third best behind, of course, Dame and AJ. And then Michael Lou coming in at 4. But, it was awesome to see just an event like this happen because I think it's something that maybe we and other people probably took for granted when COVID was like at its peak is a lot of these tournaments didn't happen. So a lot of these high school basketball players that maybe would get normally scouted during tournaments like this would just simply get overlooked because they didn't really get to put on a show. But today I do want to talk a little bit about some of those guys that are going to be on display at the tournament, not only yesterday, today, tomorrow, and also Sunday. But we'll start with AJ Johnson, Taft High School. Shawn, you tweeted top 10 point guard in California, a guy who 5 straight possessions, and I tweeted this out, had 8 points, an assist, 2 dunks, and a steal on 5 possessions. Like, he's just a freak. He's just a freak. Shane, what would it mean for ASU to lock up a guy like this?
Well, not only are you getting a freak in terms of the way he plays the game, but also, I guess this kind of couples in with being a freak. He's athletic as all hell. My God, I watched his mixtape this morning and couldn't stop smiling. He's electric, ridiculous. And as I've said in the past, ASU basketball needs that swagger. So you're bringing in juice, essentially. It's kind of like if the Josh Christopher experiment wouldn't have failed is what you're getting here.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, this is like a high tier 4-star recruit. Like, this is the kind of guy that comes to a school like ASU, and because, it's supposed to be guard you or whatever, Bobby makes them into a NBA level guard. So it would be really cool for a guy like this to be at ASU. Like I said, he has offers from USC, UCLA, Texas Tech, like some of the best basketball programs in the country. And Ted, not only would it be just good for the program to have a guy like this, but to have a guy like this choose ASU over these other programs that he's getting looks at. When we talk about the state of ASU athletics all the time, like for that not to get in the way of getting a guy like this would be awesome. But yeah, like you guys have said, he's a freak, 6'5" point guard.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, 6'5". You're not getting another undersized guard.
Yeah, he's only 160 according to.
Yeah, he looks smaller than 160.
But I mean, he's a class of 2023 kid. Like he's what, 16, 17 years old. So I mean, that size will come with time. I mean, this is somewhat unrelated, but also related. I saw a picture of Jason Tatum, his rookie year, and I was shocked at how tiny he looked.
Yeah.
Like, and so it's obviously just one of those things where he'll get older, he'll bulk up, and I mean that's part of coming to a college program. They put you on a regiment, you work out, you get stronger. But yeah, the raw ability and the fact that he's already 6'5" at this age, and this would just be an awesome get.
But Mr. DePaz, where do you work out and get stronger when you go to a college campus? The training facilities. ASU needs better ones. So there's a start. That'll help you in recruiting. I know we've talked about this death, but that needs to change if they want to get guys like this.
You're not going to see him working out at the SDFC.
You fucking might at this rate. The water's going to go out at DFA again, and he's going to work out.
Hey, but I mean, the reality is when you look at guys like this now, and class of 2023, you talk about the potential of ASU basketball playing at the Tempe Entertainment District. Like, these are guys now that will be here for that. Yep. So that becomes part of the pitch now that they've moved past that whole city council debacle thing. Obviously, it's not guaranteed yet, but this can be part of the pitch that they're getting these facilities. So, hey, you never know. I think you might start seeing more and more guys like this seriously considering a program like ASU.
Josh is convinced he's going to house him.
Interesting. Also, Josh said his dad was reffing that specific game. The 2 refs, Josh, I'm going to say there's no shot that they were your father unless they were adopted. There was zero resemblance. There was just zero resemblance.
Can you elaborate? Why?
Yeah, you were either adopted or they were. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. So that seems to be the top guy for ASU headlining the 2023 class. You guys mentioned he's being recruited by a lot of other schools, so there is a possibility, especially him being a California guy, that we could see him go to a USC. So if they miss out on a guy like AJ Johnson, again in 2023, there is a guy, Junie Mobley, from the 2024 class, a much smaller point guard.
Yeah, you talk about a size differential. This is this.
He's
is
only 6 feet.
Yeah.
He has also been recruited by Creighton, St. John's, Toledo, UNLV. I didn't get the chance to watch Junie because his game still doesn't start till about 3:30, so I hadn't even tipped off yet. And then obviously after all the games today and yesterday, they go into tournament format for Saturday and Sunday. Mm-hmm. So all these guys will be still on display Saturday and Sunday. He does go to a big time school though in Bishop Gorman, so you got to figure that as he gets as he just gets a little bit more experience under his belt, depending on how good this kid really is, this is another guy that you could see some other big time schools kind of come out of the woodwork and maybe offer him and pull him away from ASU.
Dude.
If they miss out on AJ, is this the guy that you almost need to lock up?
I mean, not need. You see people come out of every different place in terms of their senior year, but talk about facilities. Bishop Gorman has an NFL stadium there.
Probably they do.
Yeah. I watched a lot of what he did. Shorter guy, obviously, way smaller size than AJ, but can shoot the crap out of the ball, and he's a year younger. It's shifty, but as I said, it's the shooting that really stuck out. And he's a playmaker. You always love that. So it's definitely got to keep your eye on. But alma mater, Shabazz Muhammad. If you guys remember Shabazz Muhammad, he went to Bishop Gorman. He was the number one player in high school for like 2 years, and then he went to UCLA, I believe, and then got drafted by the Timberwolves and kind of fizzled out in the NBA. But he was electric in high school. So you're talking about pedigree for a school. I mean, you don't really get any better in terms of basketball aside from that in modern day, probably.
I mean, it's cool to see that you talked about him being younger. So, I mean, again, room to grow. Like, this kid's probably only, 15, 16. So, definitely room to grow. And it really is.
We're like, he's small. He's 6 foot, and he's 15. I'm over here at 5'8", 24.
How much do you weigh, Totri?
You're gonna have to log in or sign in and subscribe to my OnlyFans for all that other info, dude.
Why not just sign? No, you know what? Here you go. If you get a membership at gophnx.com, Totri will put that in his bio that you can read how much he weighs. So make sure to
volunteering his.
Make sure to do that. You get your first month for just 50 cents and
again. Are you talking about the PHNX or are you talking about OnlyFans?
Gophnx.com.
Oh, okay.
PHNXXX.
No.
This is
Junie Mobley, though. I really like what he could bring to ASU.
Yeah, that's what I was trying. I mean, the fact that ASU got in on him so early, that's nice. Like, you see situations where guys are like, this is a school that's been giving me attention before all these big schools were. And you could argue that this is, or no, I don't think you can really argue. This is the biggest school that he's gotten an offer from. St. John's is not what it used to be. Creighton's not really what it used to be. And obviously UNLV kind of has that hometown thing. But I mean, you talked about Bishop Gorman. This is not just this is a sports school. They produce athletes, hella and football prospects. Bryce Harper went to Bishop Gorman. This is a school that produces athletes, and that means something when you get guys this young. The development starts there. I think it's awesome. And you have a guy like Austin Nunez. If you don't get AJ, it's fine waiting a year. You have a point guard. If you don't get him and you can get someone like this in the class of 2024, it still sets the program up for success for a couple of years. This even more so, half of his career potentially could be played at the 10. So it's exciting.
You get a couple point guards. This isn't your position of need, I would say, which is awesome, but you don't really need one. It would be great to add on, but you're going to have Nunez and Frankie Collins, knock on wood, for a while.
Yeah. I mean, like we said, again, going out there and watching what AJ does, he is a very methodical kind of guard. He will dissect the defense, and he's just quick, man. He, on top of being the best player on the court, he was the fastest player on the court, a guy who plays defense, plays offense, and he wants the ball in his hands. I mean, even he scored on 4 straight possessions. That 5th one, he had the assist. That's when he drew a double team. But this is a guy who is calling for the ball constantly. And he deserves the ball with all he does. A guy who I feel like would have a Remy Martin style impact for a team like ASU. You look at what Remy was able to do his freshman year coming off the bench, just give this team a little bit of a jolt of energy. I see a very similar play style and like a similar factor from AJ his first year, if again ASU was able to lock him up. The next recruit, again, didn't have the chance to watch this guy quite yet, hoping to watch him tomorrow. But Shawn, you might have to make room in your heart for another Jazz, because we got Jazz.
Oh,
Gardner.
dude, inject him into my veins.
Just a great name. Yeah, but I'm about this.
6'10", 200 pounds. He's a center in the 2023 class.
And shooter.
Shooter.
He's got a pretty jumper, dude.
Prettier than Alonzo Gaffney?
Yeah, dude.
I have a prettier jumper than Alonzo Gaffney.
You guys are mean to Alonzo, man. He was shooting lights out. He was shooting lights out toward the end of the season.
He was shooting and the lights were out, but it had nothing to do with his shooting. It had something to do with DFA.
You're right. It was just DFA.
Nice.
That was good. That was really good. Lights Out, also a great band name. Just saying.
That's got to be a band name. It has to be. That's like an actual band name. Yeah. And I feel like that's a nickname. That's got to be a UFC fighter's nickname.
Josh on saying, Leah, stay strong and remember your training, because R in the comments is trying to make us say another name, a 4-star from Oregon that is looking good in the skills section. No, he is not. Get more creative with them. Try to actually get us, because that is too easy. Come on.
Yeah.
If you're able to get us, I will give you a subscription to Go PHNX.
Wow.
If you're able to get me, not those two. If those two get it, then that's on them. That's on their money. But talking about Jazz, again, a guy who's big, and it would be a little bit tougher, you got to figure, for ASU to get a guy like Jazz, just because ASU has been known to be a guard school.
And this is such an ASU center. It's such an ASU center. It's a stretch center.
Exactly. Yeah, a center that can stretch the floor. Like if you're going to get a center, it's probably going to be a guy like this. Again, I get he's young, but 200 pounds at 6'10", a little concerning. But I mean, if the guy
that's pretty normal coming into college, though.
That's fair. But I mean,
you don't see somebody get 2 bills often.
And you don't need a guy like if he's a guy that's going to stretch the floor. Like he's not exactly necessarily a guy that's going to bang in the paint. Which I mean, at 6'10". You're going to need to be able to do a little bit.
Let me ask you guys a question. Would you guys rather have a stretch 5 or a typical rim running, big, bang in the paint guy?
I prefer the big guy in the paint. Like I want somebody to own the glass.
Yeah, I think with this style of team, I think you should.
Yeah, I think with the kind of playmakers you have in the backcourt, to be able to have alley-oops and stuff like that. Like as I said it last year, like you didn't see that very much, and those kind of plays are exciting, except when they end your season. But I just think, like you said, it's gonna be harder to get a guy like this. This is a guy that has offers from big schools, like he's got Georgia, Illinois, Houston offers. But if ASU can get a guy like this, I think that says a lot about Bobby, and it says a lot about the state of the program.
Jazz Gardner does not fit as a Houston guy. It might just be me, but I can't imagine Houston with a stretch 5. That just wouldn't make sense. Yeah. Houston, physical, defense, really run the floor.
Same with Illinois.
Well, Illinois has shown that they can. Well, no, because I know, but they do run Kofi a good amount. I don't know. I just don't see Houston fitting, and I feel like you have to be mean almost. And this guy doesn't strike me as having a mean streak almost. Who's the Georgia? Georgia would make more sense.
Yeah, Georgia is another one.
But that's not a big school. Houston, I'd be afraid of taking. But
okay. He also has offers from UCLA, USC, LSU, and Kansas.
Okay.
Nobody wants to go to LSU right now.
But Kansas.
The best fit for Jazz Gardner is USC. USC would make him a stud.
Honestly, he would look good at Pitt too. They have a kid, Dior Johnson, who committed to Syracuse and then committed to Oregon and then now committed to Pitt. 5-star kid. Like he's a guy I think they could feed off each other really well. But yeah, he has offers. So if ASU can get guys like this that have such big schools offering them, that would be huge.
Yeah,
seen it before.
100%. We'll see what happens over the course of the next few weeks, months, years, depending on, some of these guys not till 2024, 2025. But again, if you're interested in checking out some of these prospects and just some great high school basketball, the event, the Section 7 tournament, is free admission. And there are still games going on pretty much through the afternoon today. If you want to go check it out, Saturday game starting at 8:30 in the morning, and then Sunday Father's Day as well. If you want to head out there and check out.
Plus,
Shane, go ahead.
We're gonna be there.
We will be there.
So
we will be there.
If you want,
I was there today, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
One of the security people said, rumor has it LeBron will be there at some point throughout the weekend. Not sure why, but that's the rumor. I didn't expect to see Dame there today, so you never really know. There was about 4 or 5 different people that were as tall and just like from a distance looked like Shaquille O'Neal. None of them were Shaq. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you will see the Shaq there. You never know. Will Josh be there to watch his dad?
Shactus?
I don't know.
Call him the Shactus?
That was his nickname for a year
That's
when he
his
was
nickname
here.
when he was
Oh, I always forget he played here, to be honest.
He didn't
Yeah.
really.
Well, fair.
That could have been so electric with him at 5 and Amari.
All right. Hey, but before we move on, I just want to say how fired up I am to be talking about basketball again. Something that
Yeah,
actually
yes,
that's
means
what I was
something
saying.
in terms of basketball. It can't start soon enough. I'm
Dude, I
stoked.
saw Bobby, and I couldn't. I just had a smile. Bobby makes me smile.
Yeah.
Like he's just a great coach. He's a great person to talk to, and just watching him on the sidelines, even when there's like bad calls. Whoa, what is it? What's that face for?
I'm just thinking about when I see him tomorrow, how I'm going to pull clips from January of you saying this guy needs to be fired.
Yeah.
Whoa. When did I say he was fired? When did I never,
that 100% happened.
Find a clip where I said
Okay,
he
I will.
should be fired.
I will.
I will eat my words if you can find
Okay.
it. But kind of keeping with the recruits and all that stuff, AJ Johnson, again, probably the most difficult of the 3 that we've talked about to get. Shane, if you had to guess, or if you were an odds maker for the DraftKings Sportsbook app, what would you put the odds at for ASU to lock up AJ Johnson?
Plus 10,000.
Oh,
There's just so many
that's not
schools.
good.
There's so many schools out there, dude. Like,
yeah, but he's not like a top recruit in the
I
nation.
know, but
I
it's
think the kid's a top 10 center.
Yeah.
Oh no, Jazz.
No,
I was thinking of
yeah.
Jazz.
No.
But they're all top 10 in their position that we're talking about.
Yeah, but in their state,
But
not necessarily in the
top 10 in
country.
his position, according to 24/7.
Oh yeah. No. I'm saying overall, they're not top 10
regardless
players.
where they are, there are tons of options out there. I think the favorite would be at plus 500, if anything. I don't know who the favorite would be, but it's just like the DA odds that PHNX was able to get on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. The favorite is him to come back to the Suns, but they're at plus 350. Like, that's just how these things go. There's so many college teams out there. It would be hard, but I'd say plus 10,000.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems about.
You can't bet on that though. Unfortunately, you can't bet on that. But you can bet on a lot of other things on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code PHNX because new customers can bet $5 on either NHL team to win their game and get $100 in free bets no matter what. That's code PHNX at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Stanley Cup Final, and you got to be 21 or older. There's an only new customers only minimum of a $5 deposit. Restrictions apply. See show notes for more details. Guys, do you guys have a DraftKings Sportsbook pick of the week?
Yeah, I gave it out on bets this morning. It's a same game parlay. Tonight in the Dodgers game. Dodgers money line. Trey Turner 1+ hit, no run second inning, plus 210. Injected into my veins.
Little nursey parlays.
Little nurse it all up.
Love it. I gave out a pick of the week on Coyotes today. Shane already knows about it, but I'm doubling down on what I said yesterday. It's Tampa Bay Lightning to win the series against the Colorado Avalanche at plus 280, I believe, 230, so plus 2 some. Pretty solid odds. It's a team that got blown out in game 1 of the first round and the conference finals against the Rangers.
Why are we coming to Espo right now?
I don't know.
What does Espo do?
Brian comes to Espo all the time.
Yeah.
They have beef.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, I like that. DNVR shaking in their boots right now. Angry as all hell, but
They came
Cheers,
at me in the
DMVR.
chat. They came at us in the chat.
Did
during
they
the Paddy
really?
Show today. Yeah, they were in the chat and they said we weren't friends anymore, but then they took it back.
Wow.
We're
I think
friends.
the Avalanche are going to sweep the Lightning.
Wow,
if
that's
I'm being
so
honest with you.
bad. That's such a terrible
Okay,
take. And
okay. You can take
this
the
clip is
terrible
gonna
take.
look.
Oh,
No, the clip is gonna look.
blonde hair between you two. Go, go, go.
I'm not. I'm growing out my hair. I'll bet something else, but I'm trying to grow out my hair.
Bet something else between you two now.
I don't. Why? Why do we
Come
gotta
on.
bet anything?
No,
Come
because
on.
it's a lose-lose.
We
Like,
already made a bet. Sean and I already made a bet about the USC and Oklahoma State, or Utah and
I completely
USC.
forgot about that and what we bet on it.
We haven't bet any.
There's
did
a
we
reason
bet
why we
something?
recorded the shows.
Yeah.
You're right. We'll go back and look.
Bigger news. David Rodish or Rodish? I forgot.
Rodish. Y'all
Rodish.
always get it wrong.
I'm so
David.
sorry. David
Respect
Rodish,
on my boy's name.
one of our interns at Target right now, or he found a Target gift card saying, just found a Target gift card. Which Lego Star Wars helmet should I buy? I already have the Scout Trooper and Boba Fett.
How many options are there?
I don't know.
I feel like
Country,
Darth
you
Vader is
know
the
more
obvious
Star Wars.
option. If that's
Yeah, buy Darth Vader, dude. What the fuck? David said he was thinking the Red 5 Skywalker helmet, but that's a good one, Liam. Okay, guys.
I'm so sorry, David. I'm so sorry.
Rodish. Okay. Keeping up with basketball, keeping up with Bobby Hurley.
Keeping up with the Kardashians. Devin Booker is no longer dating.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
reportedly.
No, they unfollowed each other on Instagram. It happened.
Oh no!
Yeah. I when they were talking about it on the Sun Show, I had to fact check Lindsay because sometimes she lies to me. And I saw it. They're not following each other anymore.
That's a rough.
Lindsay strikes me as a huge tabloid girl.
Yeah, 100%.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Are you kidding
I
me?
completely disagree.
Lindsay,
Okay.
confirm
Well,
or deny.
She's
Lindsay's
still
in the chat.
She's
Yeah,
still
she's-
here. Wow.
Gasp.
Confirm or deny. Are you a tabloid person? Not necessarily like tabloid, like picks up the magazine at the CVS type thing, but I mean like follows the tabloid Twitter accounts.
Who is most likely at PHNX to be on the cover of a tabloid?
Yeah,
one day?
she's not. There's no way she is.
No, I'm not saying she's the most. Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough, Lindsay. Hand up. It's Mac. It's Michaela Perkins for sure.
Yeah. Because she would want that. She would be
yeah.
She would be the anonymous source that feeds the information to.
Who is it that I think it might be Drake. It has a line about calling the tabloids to show off their outfit type thing. Like she would make sure that they were where she was going to be.
Okay. Let's get back to basketball for a quick second, and then we can get off the rails. So, keeping up with Bobby Hurley again. I was listening to the old man in the 3.
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt you one more time. Keeping Up with the Hurleys would be a terrific TV show. ESPN needs to book it. Okay. Continue.
I don't think we're finished. Just want to make sure. I just want to make sure everyone's done.
Bobby Hurley Jr. on a TV show.
Shane, anything else?
Wait, why Bob? What intrigues you about Bobby Hurley Jr. on a TV?
Apparently, yes, there is more.
He's little Bobby Hurley. What else? What else do you need?
All right, go ahead. The old man in the 3. We got some Grant Hill stuff, huh?
Yes, it's the JJ Reddick podcast. And if you haven't listened to it, it's amazing.
It's so good. It's such a good pod.
He gets great guests literally for every show, and it's just, if you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. But yeah, he had Grant Hill on. This past episode was like episode 120 or something, and they were talking about when Grant Hill was at Duke, how they were having like a rough stretch of games or whatever, and that was around the time the 1992 Dream Team that had Jordan, Magic, Bird, like just ridiculous.
The Dream Team, yes.
Yeah. And so I guess Duke, I didn't know this. Duke had actually scrimmaged the 1992 Dream Team. And there is a great clip from the JJ Reddick podcast that we're going to play that has to do with our good friend, Bobby Hurley.
Who was the best player on your team? Like in that week in the scrimmages? It's okay. If
probably
you say
Bobby and Weber.
Okay.
Yeah. Bobby was, Stockton was not a great on the ball defensive player. He was really good at helping. I think he career steals leader.
Yeah.
He was really good, helping, getting steals, but on the ball was not great. And then Magic couldn't keep Bobby in front. The only way they could stop Bobby was putting Jordan on him. But Bobby's dribble penetration created opportunities for everyone. And then Weber was just, he was just dunking on everybody. It was insane.
Do you think the Dream Team guys knew how good you were going to be?
No.
Dude, I'm just, first of all, I'm floored by that. That's just so funny to me. Second of all, the fact that Grant Hill doesn't know who this career steals leader is in the NBA gives me so much validation when I don't remember a statistic that's like who leads the NBA in points. Like everyone knows it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but if I just sometimes forget it, like it's okay because actual NBA superstars don't have that. And yes, I'm calling Grant Hill an NBA superstar because knees are unfair.
The sentence, the only thing that they could do to stop Bobby was put Jordan in front of him. Is one of the greatest strings of words I have ever heard in my sentence.
We got to get a neon sign.
Stockton couldn't guard him. Magic couldn't Magic couldn't stay in front of him. The only way they could stop Bobby was to put Jordan on him, bro. I heard that and had to rewind it.
Stockton and Magic are the products of their system. You put Bobby in Magic's spot, Bobby is the greatest point guard of all time.
You know what this means for us, right, guys? Next time Bobby's on our show, we're asking him how many points do you think he could give MJ in their primes? Because apparently
we're playing that clip.
To be fair, they did say that Jordan was the only one who could stop him.
Mm-hmm.
So Jordan had it, but I want to know how like. I want to. Could you imagine?
No, you know what I want to know?
Bobby putting up points on Magic Johnson.
Michael Jordan. Oh, Magic Johnson.
No, on Magic.
Yeah. You know what I want to know? The other side of the ball. I want to know who he was guarding.
Oh, probably.
Well, I mean, but next time he's on the show, let's ask him. I want to play
100%.
that same clip because I definitely want to hear his take on it. And I guess the Duke team. So after they won that one scrimmage, they scrimmaged them for like the next 3 or 4 days, and he talks just about on the podcast. Grant Hill was like, "Yeah, we couldn't get past half court the other 3 games. Like it got them right, I guess, or whatever."
Put some respect on our names.
That 1992 Dream Team going on, of course, to win the gold in the Olympics. That was just you can't beat it. You can't beat it. I do want to tell everybody before we move to Hot or Not, because that's my personal favorite, what you guys should be drinking this weekend, Father's Day weekend. Everyone's going to be barbecuing. Everyone's going to be sitting by the pool. Shane, what should everybody be drinking?
A great drink for your daddy.
Second day in a row that someone on this show has been said daddy.
That's just the second day in a row I've said it.
I was gonna say. It's been one person.
I'm gonna see how many.
Which one are you drinking?
The Hop Knot. I've had a different beer every single time we've done this show. It's never been the same because they all have a very wide variety of beer, coupled with the fact that all of them taste incredible. Some might say better than the next, unless you start with the hazy IPA, which in my opinion can't be beaten by any beer in the world. But you get the Kilt Lifter, you get the hazy, you get the Rattle On, you get the Golden Lager. There's just so many options, and if you can, everything tastes better on draft. Not that much better because you can't get much better than this. But I will say, Four Peaks in Tempe, fantastic establishment, fantastic food, fantastic beer.
I think about that pretzel every night before I go to bed.
That's a weird thing to think about every night.
Nah, it's not when the pretzels are that good.
David is lying in the chat, guys. Says he's drinking a hazy IPA right now. David was just at fucking Target, bro. You're not drinking a hazy IPA.
No.
He might be.
No. He found a Target gift card. He was never there. He found it. He hasn't gone yet. Because you know what he's doing? He's watching the show at home and time coding in the comments because he's a. Oh no.
What?
I think he might be here to defend himself. Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
I thought you were at Target, bro. David said it is Friday fun day.
Let's go.
It froze.
No, I found the gift card. It was just on my desk. I was like, yeah, we're doing Legos now. We're buying Legos.
Let's go.
All right, get the intro off the screen.
Okay.
Yes. Well, eat shit, Totri.
Wow. Well, if you're drinking Four Peaks, just please be 21 and enjoy responsibly. Guys, hot or not? Favorite topic of the show. Leah, you want to put yourself on the screen?
Sure.
What do we got today? Who's hot this week, first off?
Yeah, let's see. I gave it to Shane because he had got a haircut. and the blonde is almost gone. So Shane gets to be hot this week.
I feel like Shane hasn't been hot in a minute.
Yeah, haters told me I fell off. I'll tell you what.
You needed
Listen,
that.
man.
Yeah.
Shane's always looking hot. I was driving to State Farm Stadium today. Had the camera gear, getting ready to film all the stuff. And Shane texted me. He's like, "Let me know if you need anything," just out of the kindness of his heart. And I just responded with a hug. That's all I needed.
And then I sent him this emoji.
Yeah.
Never do that again.
We're all doing it. Okay. When you do it, it still looks like a thirst trap, Sean.
Yes.
I don't know why.
That's
It
what
doesn't
happens
look
when
like
you're
the
sexy
actual-
as I am. When you're this cute,
Okay.
everything looks like a thirst trap.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, that's Jacob.
Toe train
Yes,
not
I
hot.
did. Oh, unlucky.
Oh,
Unlucky.
Lord.
Hey, Jacob, thanks for driving to get the equipment. Appreciate that.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's
Topics.
get into it. I was told we need to save the conversation on Drake's new album, so
I
we'll
don't know who
table
that is.
that.
I don't know who that
Okay.
is.
So we'll table that. But first hot or not topic, zoos.
Oh my God. On fire.
Wow.
Going to zoos on fire. If they don't do them right, very cold. But for the most part, hot. So hot.
I disagree.
Explain why. Porque
I just don't think there should be a giraffe in fucking Phoenix, Arizona. That doesn't make sense to me.
Here we go.
Well,
Listen,
the giraffe
man.
part does. The giraffe part does. That's the polar bear in Phoenix, Arizona. That makes less
There
sense. A
are
giraffe-
polar
No,
bears
it doesn't make sense for a giraffe to be in Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay, but I mean, weather-wise, this is closer to what a giraffe would experience than a lot of other animals.
Stop it. There are people that dedicate their lives to their craft, and that being zoology, zoologists working at a zoo, taking care of animals specifically so they can give them the best environment. A lot of zoos bring in animals that won't be able to survive in the wilderness, thus having to bring them somewhere where they can. They are surviving. They are here, often happy because they get pampered.
But that's
They're
not
hot.
every zoo.
That's why I prefaced my flaming hot with when done right. If you would clean the AirPod gunk out of your ears and listen to me, Toe Tree.
Listen, when you say that zoos are flaming hot and done right, that doesn't necessarily mean done right as in
Yes, it
they're
does.
doing it in the interest of the
Yes,
animals.
yes, it does. Because I'm
No.
not. No, because if you know me, I'm not a selfish person, and the only reason why I would say done right.
Yeah, do this again, motherfucker.
Do the roar. Zoos
roar.
are hot. Zoos are hot. Obviously, if they're done in a way that is not abusive to the animals, like you said, they oftentimes are there to rehabilitate the animals and give them a good home. Some of my favorite moments, like R.I.P. Harambe, well, not favorite, but like when humans fall into the exhibits and then they have to shoot the. Hold on, let me finish my thought.
Holy.
I hate when people are like when someone falls into an exhibit and they have to shoot the animal. That's ridiculous. They fell into the animal's home. That's the animal. The human deserves all the smoke in that situation. And if the parents need to do a better job. Like the animal shouldn't be punished because you can't take care of yourself.
Bro, I'm so confused. Why did you start this with some of my favorite moments?
Well, that's not what I meant. That's why.
Okay.
I backtracked.
Some of my favorite moments when people fall into animal enclosures.
I don't enjoy when that happens, but what I'm saying is when it does happen, I'm always on the animal side.
Always?
Zoos are dope. Yes, always. There is never a situation in which a human is in the zoo, the exhibit, and if the animal turns, I'm like, damn animal.
No, but it could be the parents' fault. It's not necessarily if a kid falls in.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I just said.
Yeah.
If a kid falls in, then the parent should be held accountable.
But wait, Josh, I completely disagree. Killing that monkey is the reason why we're all here right now. That spiraled everything out of control. The second Harambe was shot in Cincinnati, Ohio, R.I.P. the legend, everything went to shit.
In Cincinnati, Ohio.
Everything goes to shit in Cincinnati, Ohio.
No, but the world went to shit after we killed Harambe.
Why am I? See, everyone's on my side, and then Jacob presumably is here on the PHNX YouTube channel commenting that I need to go to the principal's office. I'm the principal now. I took over the office. You come to my office and you want to yell at me for having the correct take.
What do we think about SeaWorld? SeaWorld sucks, no?
No, SeaWorld
yeah.
sucks.
The worst.
SeaWorld is
Okay, that's a zoo.
no, it's an
No.
aquarium. A, B.
No. It's not even an aquarium. It's an
Well, that's what I'm
amusement
getting at.
park.
Yeah, there's different kinds of aquariums. Like it's similar to the zoo thing. There's aquariums that are there to rehabilitate animals, and then there's zoos that are there to put whales in cages that are twice their size and they can't move around in. Like, fuck SeaWorld. R.I.P. The homie, the whale that was in the movie. I forgot his name.
Free Willy?
Free Willy, sure.
Moby Dick. Okay.
You know how
next
many
up.
different Shamus there were?
Shamu, that's what I was going for.
There were like 14 Shamus, and they just
Also, I would
didn't tell
love-
anybody.
I would love if we did a poll, like a man on the street. Like if you showed a picture of a killer whale, of how many people would call it Shamu before they would call it a killer whale.
Well, it depends how you phrase the question. I
Yeah.
would really hope people.
What is this? What do you call this?
Yeah, I would really
What is
hope
it?
people didn't say Shamu.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Guarantee you, there would be a lot of people that said Shamu.
Well, let's test it out
Maybe if
Next
you were
shit show.
doing it
Next shit
at
show. What is
SeaWorld.
at Maya Day Club. We'll test it out.
Maya Day Club, we're asking people what the picture of a killer whale is.
Yeah, it's gonna be great content when every single person says, I don't
An
know,
orca
whale.
or a killer whale?
No, they're gonna say Shamu.
No, they're not.
There'll be more people that say dolphin before
Well,
they
yeah,
say
next
salmon.
topic. What do we got?
Okay, well, let's just stick with this theme. We'll just go with a theme. Hot or not, the ocean.
Cold,
Not
cold,
hot.
terrible.
Fuck that. Fuck the
Whoa.
ocean.
Scary but fun.
No,
No, what?
I want
ASU
nothing
Sports,
to
the
do
ocean.
with the
Scary but
ocean.
fun.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. What-
No, come on. We know, like, what's the percentage of shit we know that swims around in there?
What?
Without the ocean, you don't have beaches. Totri,
No,
you seem like
false,
a big.
false. Why
Okay.
mess with
Okay,
the ocean
okay.
when you can have a lake? You get
Because there's no waves.
okay. If
Go
you
to a
want to
water park, bro.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Listen, I'm not
you
a
guys
surfer.
are water normies.
No, we are
Shane,
not water
Shane
normies.
is an elitist.
First off, Shawn can't
Shane is a
swim.
king
so
gatekeeper.
Shawn, that's why Shawn says fuck the ocean. Shawn can't swim. I'm saying
And-
fuck the ocean because I'm not trying to die.
No, precisely. I almost died in the ocean the one time that I was in it.
Thank you,
I'm
Shawn.
good. I'm
That
cooling
sounds
off
like
it.
a you problem.
I'm cooling off it.
That sounds like your own fault.
No, because you want to know how many
Okay, tell the
people.
story. Let's see what happened.
Okay, no, this gets into a larger point about how fast
no.
things can happen in the ocean. So I was in the ocean. I went out there, 7th grade football tournament, Daytona Beach, Florida.
Okay.
Go into the ocean. All of a sudden, because it's the ocean and shit changes like that, gray clouds come in, waves get choppy as a motherfucker. Like I swallow a little bit of water and it just starts going downhill. Like I choke it. I'm flailing for my life. And I don't know what I thought. This was my last moments away from my family. Thanksgiving weekend in Daytona Beach. I thought it was over. GG's for the homie Shawn. I escaped with my life. I escaped from my life having to tiptoe around jellyfish that were stinging people on the beach, by the way. And I was just like, never again. I'm
Sounds
done
like
with
user.
it.
Sounds like user error. Why are you
No,
swallowing water?
not user error. What do you mean? Why are you swimming in the
Because
water?
I was
What else
7th
is
grade and I
it
could hardly
for?
swim. And they were like, it's fine, it's not that bad. And then it got bad. It got real bad, real quick. You want to know where that's never happened to me? In the friendly confines of Lake Erie. It never happens. The lakes are way better. You don't have to worry about the weather getting bad.
Yeah, it sounds like you're
anti-weather.
anti-weather.
I'm anti-weather too. You don't got to worry about the weather getting bad, and all of a sudden you're on a boat, and now I'm stranded at sea, and we're capsizing.
Leah,
You're muted, Leah.
My dad almost drowned in a lake because the weather shifted and he was swimming and I was on a sea-doo and the sea-doo started going away from him and he was swimming and couldn't catch it because it was like pushing them in opposite directions.
Get wrecked.
You want to know where that problem is amplified? The ocean, which
my
is a
God.
million times bigger than a lake.
The ocean. Okay, you know what? Then
Go to
fine.
the pool. We don't need all these
No,
things. We
oh
don't
my
need
God.
excess.
Yeah. I just don't need the ocean.
Okay,
There's so
that's
many
where I'm
different
getting at.
things.
Stop it. This is where I'm getting at. If you don't need the ocean, then don't go in it. The existence of the ocean is unbelievably hot. You get seafood, which is unbelievably
No.
fire.
Okay,
You get to
yes.
go out on a boat. You don't have to get in. calling the ocean not hot because of, again, user error is your own
Not
fault.
user error.
No,
Yes,
Not
it
user
is.
error.
I'm
It's
with
the
Shawn
it's
on
the
this.
nature of the ocean.
I'm with
When
Brian.
you ask me,
Lakes
when
are
you ask
cringe,
me,
not gonna lie.
when you ask me my thoughts on the ocean, I'm thinking of, do I like going to the ocean? Like, do I like the beach? No, I don't. It's like outer space. Is it cool? Would I like my walls painted outer space/sea themed? What do I like, an aquarium or a space museum? Sure, but if you're going to launch me into the sea and or
nobody's
outer
doing
space,
that.
I don't want to do that.
Nobody's
That's what I'm
doing
saying.
that.
That's
Look,
my
You're
point.
control of your.
When
You're
you
in control
ask
of
me,
yourself.
when you ask me my thoughts on the ocean, I'm thinking, would you like to go to the ocean? And my answer is always no.
That's not the question, though. The question was, is the ocean hot or not?
No, it's not hot.
It's
But
also not
nobody's
that hot.
forcing you to
Pacific-
get
The
in.
Pacific Ocean is cold.
No one's forcing you to get in.
The water's cold though, too. Also, so
My goodness. Next topic.
ice
I
cold.
can't.
Fuck the ocean.
Facts.
Can I give my opinion since I'm here?
Yeah.
Lakes are so hot, but the ocean is also hot. I prefer going to lakes, but that doesn't mean the ocean is cold.
Brian with a
I
great
mean,
point.
physically it is cold.
Sea shanties.
Sea shanties are
they
dope.
wouldn't exist without the ocean.
No,
Very
that's
true.
not. I mean, we wouldn't exist without the ocean, but like,
Yeah.
We wouldn't exist with a lot of shit, but like it's not like it
Lakes
doesn't
are
always
cool.
make it hot.
Oh my god. All right, next
Um,
question.
where would the
I
border
can't,
between
I
New York and
can't,
Ontario be if
Next
not for the
question.
Great
Next
Lakes?
Okay,
question.
2 things before the last one. One, Jacob did a poll on YouTube. What do you call it? 60% of the votes said killer whale, 40% said Shamu. And the other
Almost
thing
half.
is, Jacob texted me and said, Totri looks like a serial killer, LMAO.
I have been telling him that my man needs help in the lighting department.
Look, I've got a light in the trunk of my car. However, I literally got back to my apartment, got back to the apartment right before we needed to go live. Did not have any time.
Have you had a light in the trunk of your car for the last week as well?
I've had it there for a couple months now. It's been there since I moved
Brother.
from Indiana. I just haven't taken it out of my The lights are on, Jacob. If
Yeah,
you'd like to
well, no,
provide
it's
me
not
one
about-
from the office.
It's not about the lights not being on. It's that you are violating like the cardinal sin of being on camera in your house, and you have a window behind you.
Okay.
All right, last
no.
topic.
Question though, yes.
Oh no.
There you
Oh,
go.
God. All right,
Oh,
last topic. Is that Harambe on your hat? Okay,
That's what I
last,
thought when I saw it for the
Yes.
first time.
We
I
knew,
literally
we
asked
knew.
him that question.
okay, last topic. Sports dynasties / teams that win like multiple years in a row.
I already know what
Hot or
Sean's
not?
gonna say, so we're not gonna let him talk because we already said this the other day. It totally depends. It 100% depends.
Well, true.
Because
No.
Are you serious?
How could it depend?
I don't know. Maybe a team that was bought like the Warriors when they had Kevin Durant, if they would have gone on to win 4 straight championships, that's not hot at all. But a feel good
better.
team. Okay. Give your 2 cents, Mr. Totri.
No. I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
No, I'm good.
Be better. If you are worried about a dynasty, or if you're like sorry crying in your bed because your team lost for 4 straight years to the Golden State Warriors or the New England Patriots, build a better team. That's why you get paid a shit ton of money, right? To go build a better team. That's what GMs are for. That's what coaches are for. Be better.
That's
It's simple.
my point exactly.
I think the idea of it is hot.
If the Astros had won 4 straight World Series, that's different because they're cheating. The
Exactly.
Warriors are completely within the rules.
Yeah, these Warriors are.
And also,
Well,
those
yeah.
Warriors were too. They didn't break the rules.
Yeah.
And also, even if you are the best team in the sport, it's
David,
super
you've been
hard
fired.
to win. It's super hard to win. Look at the Dodgers. They have the NL All-Star team any given night, and they've won 1 World Series. The Yankees spend more money than anybody. They haven't won a World Series since 2009. Like, you got to win. Just win. That's the sport. The whole point is to get the best players you can within the salary cap, and that's what happens.
So my point isn't that it's not hot because it's unfair. Everything is fair if you don't break rules, 100%. My point is some of the teams that do it and have these dominant dynasties aren't very likable. And that is fun for nobody except for the fans. And that's why I say that is not hot, but franchises that are dynasties in general are hot.
No, I would say it's hot even if they're not likable because people love hating dynasties, and it gives something for people to hate.
That's fair.
And we say this as teams who have not won championships. Like Shawn, an avid fan of the Bills. Shane, obviously the Seahawks. They got their one ring, didn't they?
Yes. I don't know why.
I'm just
I'm not trying to call you out. I just didn't.
I don't know why you're calling me a Seahawks fan. I'm a Arizona Cardinals fan to the death of me, dude.
Okay. Well, I'm a
Boston Red Sox fan, and that experience has been all over the place because they've won 3 World Series.
Dude, I want to play MVP Baseball 2005 right now and hit a jack with Manny Ramirez.
Who was the fill-in for Barry Bonds in that game?
John Dowd.
Yes.
Okay.
That's who I want to play.
Okay, well, this has been fun. I'm gonna take myself off. Thank you.
I'm happy
for
to
another
see
week.
Wait, what is your thought about the dynasty?
I respect dynasties, but I like parody. So
fair.
I mean, hockey
that's a great way to put it. That's a great way to put it.
Hockey has a dynasty and parody right now, I would argue.
Yeah, that's why I like the NHL. Okay.
The NHL always has parody.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that is going to round out another Friday fun day. If you enjoyed the content, please follow us on social at PHNX_Sun Devils because we will still be keeping up with that Section 7 basketball tournament throughout the weekend. So definitely stay locked in there. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Real quick disclaimer.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people came here specifically for my take on the Drake album and Shawn's take on the Drake album. Not necessarily Totree's, but I know we probably should have covered it today, but me and Shawn talked before the show and thought it would be a better idea to collect our thoughts, sit through it
for a weekend,
and talk about it on Monday. So make sure to tune in and watch us on Monday at 3 p.m.
And Monday will also be when Shawn gets to reenact a scene from one of his villains since he got blown out in the villain antagonist draft.
Can I just show up? Maybe not reenact something. Can I just show up in like like green cargo pants and a black crop top?
No, because
impossible.
No, that would be hard.
That would go crazy.
If you're gonna
go crazy.
If you're dressing up like any of them, it either has to be Darth Vader.
No, it has to be Shigo.
Dude, I'd be
full bodysuit.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm still big on the
kiddie pool. But yeah, tune in Monday, 3 p.m. It's going to be a lot of fun. But again, follow us at PHNX_Sun Devils. You can follow me at Anthony_Totri. You can follow Shane at Shane Deef. You can follow Shawn DePause at Shawn_DePause.
On dry land, as always.
And like we said, we will be back on Monday. Have a great weekend and happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there. Peace.
You're not my dad.